It's the Blues on the streets, parade's complete, and Gloria is the new queen. You can't forsake your team in last place as they sang the Bruins to sleep. My memory is scummy, what's this podcast that I'm in? Man, last season's out again, and Rink Moose is back in. Hey Pierre, what's wrong? What's going on? No team's gonna cut you a deal. Mitch said, hey Austin, you're awesome. Drop your pants and shock them. Now score like your team's freaking near.
Unfriggin' believable.
Sens got no stars or snipers, but it's best draft in years. At least fans can sleep easy because here comes Lafreniere. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special edition of the Rink Moose Hockey Podcast, a weekly episodic podcast, bi-weekly episodic podcast where two good pals get together and talk all things NHL and their implications in the fantasy hockey universe. Reason I say special edition, of course, Kyle Nice, is because we are trying something new today. Explain to the viewers where we are, what we're doing, what the hell's going on here.
So yeah, really crazy times right now, guys. We're here for the first time. We're doing a live kind of segment. So we're in my basement in the man cave, and we're right about to watch the draft lottery, which we've been waiting for the entire month. The anticipation has been building like crazy. It is 7:33. Show starts at 8 o'clock. So we're tuning in right now. We're going to have a live reaction on the audio and on the video.
And video. You will finally see who Mysterious Kyle is. You will be able to put name to face for the first time. Isn't that absurd?
It's
2 years almost, and they don't know who we are?
Exactly. So what we'll do right now is, and we got the whole setup here, guys. We got the beer. We've got the big TV. Like
it's fantastic.
It's
Canadian
fantastic.
Flag.
Everything's
Nick's
set.
got his LA merch.
I'm kind of jealous. Nick has a horse in this game, legitimately, because he's got his LA Kings like hat, jersey, sweater, fucking underwear, probably. It's crazy, and I'm here, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna wear a Canada jersey because I got nothing going on here. So don't get me wrong, guys. I've got skin in this game too, and we'll get to that because we all want certain things out of this day. And I think we'll just we'll get right into it. We're gonna chit chat for a bit before the big show kicks off. And something we've been kind of checking out online and people have been doing a little bit lately on the Athletic and other platforms is they've been ranking the number one overall picks in the last decade, starting at 2010. Mm-hmm. So where they stack up, where they rank, and the Athletic did one, and I thought it was a good list. I don't fully agree with it. So if you want to open up your little thing there.
Yeah. So this is courtesy of Craig Custance, the venerable writer on The Athletic. He put together a list of he basically took all the top 10 picks from the last decade, ranked them. He actually went to managers in the league and had them rank them. They kind of did their own little fantasy draft with those 10 players as the pool, including, of course, Alexi. And seeing where he stacked up. So it was a neat little project, and I guess we just thought we'd get into it. He had him right behind Dahlin. Yeah. So his top was, he of course had McDavid, then he had Matthews, then he had McKinnon, then he had Dahlin, then he had Alexi. And from there, it was kind of just a hodgepodge. He had Hughes, Ekblad, Heischer, Hopkins, and Hall.
Hall at 10.
It's an odd, yeah. So that was the oddity.
I thought that was odd.
Yeah. It was, I get the common gripe with him being he's not the smartest player in the world.
Yeah, I didn't mind what he said about him. I'm just surprised.
He's a try-hard. who goes extremely hard, but like he has the work ethic of anybody, but maybe the mind of the game isn't there. But I'm sorry to have him behind Nuge. I think I know one guy's a center, but let's be honest. But of who's had the better career to this point, it's Taylor Hall.
Nuge is never winning a Hart.
When they were on the same team of on Edmonton, it was Hall carrying Nuge. I know Hall's older,
100%, yeah,
but he was carrying him.
Yeah, Nuge had that unreal rookie season, but I mean, and no disrespect to Nuge because he's a fantastic player, but I mean, there's going to be a debate. It came up a lot: is center versus winger, and I want to get into that a little bit. I'm going to run up and get a beer. I'm on Mill Street. So I'll be right back, and then we'll jump into this.
Yeah. And just to preface, bear with us here. This is something new for us. Like many of you, we don't know at 8 o'clock how the NHL is going to do this. From the reports we've read, what we expect is Bill Daly's going to step up to the podium with either 7, 8, 9, or 10 cards. And that will essentially determine how many of these outside the bottom 7 teams or bottom 6 teams are eligible for picks, and so we're either going to see 7, 8, 9, or 10, and that right away we should know how many picks are going to go here. But just bear with us because we don't know what the format's going to be. Apparently, they're going to have some virtual fans in attendance. They're going to have Alexi on at some point. But we don't know what advertising is going to go on. Are the GMs going to be there via Zoom? We don't know. Are we going to get some facial reactions to laugh about tomorrow morning? I don't know.
So silly.
We don't know this. So just bear with us. This is live, and it's only one take. If Kyle and I say something, it's going to be there. So so there you have it.
I love that bit about the frontline heroes as the cheer squad.
I don't get that.
Yeah. Frontline heroes as the cheer squad. I work with a current firefighter in Toronto, and I told him that little fact, that little tidbit. I said, "Hey, Connor, why don't you jump on the cheer squad for Toronto, or whatever?" And he just shook. He looked at me, said nothing, and shook his head.
So they're picking an arbitrary set of fans that happen to be first responders during COVID to be on a live stream.
That's correct. Yeah, no, like not a group of fans, not a group of students, like. I'm picturing a fire hall full of paramedics and firefighters
who just happen to be fringe Anaheim Duck fans.
They're probably fringe fans in general. Like they can't all be a fan of the game, right?
No.
They're probably guys, give us some sort of reaction.
They probably just learned who Alexis Lafreniere is like 4 days ago.
Exactly. Now what I want to see is the disappointed fans. I want to see them get all sad and upset.
But yeah. I want to see the GMs, of course. Because one of my favorite portions is just seeing the 50 GMs just sitting there.
But
it's
you know what? You don't get anything out of them except a sly smile.
Yeah,
which
they're pretty good.
I'm sure if Pierre Dorian was at this event live, we'd get a sly smile.
I think so.
Let's get into it.
We're off topic.
Sorry, guys.
So back to the issue at hand. Basically, he had Nuge and Hall rounding out the top 10 at 9 and 10. He then went into Ekblad at 7 and Hughes at 6. 8. He had Heischer. So what do you think of that grouping?
Yeah, no, I don't like the Hughes thing.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Way too high.
I was pleased where he had Ekblad. And this is such a, and you know, it's kind of a general manager perspective. I'm not surprised with the Ekblad thing. It's big, good, kind of skilled defenseman, right-handed. Like he's kind of just fits that mold, so I get that. But all in all, solid list. But I think we can do better.
Yeah, like Hughes hasn't even shown a sign of optimism. He didn't even put together a string of 7 straight games with a point.
Exactly.
Like he was a fringe second liner all season.
Yeah.
Who was clearly undersized and playing out of his weight class.
Exactly.
And you can't put him ahead of Hall, Nuge, Ekblad, and Heischer.
I think another good exercise, if we've got the time, is where would Jack Hughes go in this draft? Where would you take him in this draft?
Yeah, that's a fun little one.
So let's do our quick list because we've got a couple things to go over in the next 20. And if you want to scroll up there, Nick.
So moving on, we have this is where things get interesting. He decided to put Laff at 5, alongside Dahlin at 4. And I guess I'll go the rest of the way here. He had McKinnon 3, Matthews 2, 1, Mac Daddy.
Right, which I'm shocked.
So I think
no, I'm not.
I think it's pretty good with the except I'd probably slide Laugh ahead of Dahlin. Like Dahlin is extreme. He's underrated. I get it. Like he isn't going to have the energy of these guys. He isn't going to have the highlight reel plays of these guys. But he's steady as hell, and he just makes the right play. He's like Lindstrom, but he's not going to be on the highlight reel every night. So you gotta appreciate each player for what they excel at. And the reality is he's entirely different than these other forwards. But I think Laugh has this electricity to him. This attitude, this physical element, and the scoring element that Dahlin lacks. I've never seen Dahlin as a physical presence, and I like physicality in my defensemen. We got into that in our last episode about guys like Braden Schneider, So I don't know. For me, just how I evaluate my defensemen, I get what Dahlin's going for, but he's not my kind of defenseman. He neither fits the Makarian mold.
Wow. Wow.
Well, he doesn't look like Makar out there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And
we'll get into this.
And he doesn't fit the big brooding body mold. So he's kind of somewhere in between. But I get who he is. But I think Laugh's going to have a better career.
Okay. No, and that's totally fair.
And then I think the rest of the way is fine. I still think Matthews is ahead of him. I think Mac Daddy is ahead of him, and McKinnon too.
Well, are you gonna do your 1 to 10?
I mean,
I'll give you my 1 to 10. You want to go 1 to 5 and then figure it out?
Yeah, like I just said my 1 to 5. I'd have McDavid, McKinnon, Matthews, Laugh, Dahlin.
Oh, okay.
And I'd be surprised if you disagree.
I think you are in the consensus, but I would have McDavid, McKinnon, Laugh 3. Dahlin, Matthews 5.
And we've talked about this, right? How you appreciate the playmaker. I appreciate the goal scorer. I want the goals. You want the I think I see it as like inherently more valuable to have the goals. You see it as Laugh can do everything. He can make up for the goals with his assists.
Yeah.
But then he can also score goals himself, which I agree. I said on last episode I think he can be a 40 goal scorer. So I see that. I see the merit there. But I don't know. Matthews has just shown me so much in his first 3 years, right, in the league. So much.
Sure.
The fact you're on the fringe of scoring 50 goals in your third year is like incredible. And I have yet to see Laugh take the ice in the NHL. So forgive me for not seeing him yet play in the NHL, but
No, and that's fair. And Matthews has done some, and he's a perennial 40 goal scorer.
Yeah.
What I have to get clear is that I believe in my heart of hearts that a very good play-driving winger is just as important to the team as a center in the same right. Now you're not going to get the face-offs, you're not going to get the down low defensive play, but take Patrick Kane off of Chicago. I don't think they have a cup in the last 12 years. I honestly think that. Now where I see I see Laugh in that exact same caliber of player as a Patrick Kane type, who drives play from the wing. Tell you what, you like your goals. If Laugh gets drafted to Ottawa, then Brady Tkachuk turns into a point per game player.
Yeah,
and without him, I think he's a 60-point guy at best.
He's a fantasy stud.
He's a stud. Like, you plug him in right away, and you've got Brady Tkachuk on the one wing, Laugh on the other. Both guys hit and bang and make plays. One guy's gets his nose dirty around the net. Plug in a competent center, and you are absolutely laughing all the way to the bank. Pardon the pun.
Okay, I will throw one more little thing into the fire, though. We're now, of course, in this wave of award season in the NHL. We've heard a lot of ballots coming out. Guys are disclosing how they voted. Selke Trophy. Lots of guys have Matthews in their top 3 for the Selke.
This is something I don't understand.
I know. I don't either.
I don't agree with it.
I don't either.
I honestly don't.
I'm a guy who watches like 60 to 70 Leaf games live every year.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he's in the top 3, but apparently he's getting a lot of love for this top 3 for the Selke. Maybe it's just penalty minutes. Okay, fair enough. He takes very few penalties. I will give you that.
Bullshit.
But as far as like back checking, like the typical Bergeronian play, the two-way play, the like the back and forth ice player, I'm sorry, he doesn't really encapsulate that.
No. I mean,
but he's getting a lot of love, and for that reason, that's another reason I put him ahead of Laugh.
Sure. And I don't, here's what the thing is. I remember the scouting report on Matthews versus Laine. I remember it clearly. They always said Matthews is like a two-way guy. They're like, I didn't hear. You know what, Nick? In the 2016 draft, I did not hear about this wicked release. I really didn't hear that much about it. I knew he was a great player. I thought we were getting a Taves type player. I honestly did. And that Laine was the big sniper, and we didn't get that at all for Toronto. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows what could happen with Laugh? It's just, I get where you're coming from, but I think Laugh does more for a franchise for every player on the team. But
fair enough. Hey, and he's hella marketable, right? I mean, whoever gets him, I don't care if you're the team who needs the number. Like, you need a defenseman. Like, if you get first overall, he's going for sure, just out of marketability.
Oh God!
Like, just the hype. Like, your fan base, your market would be losing so much money if you don't take him first overall. So,
oh God!
It's a must. But yeah, I mean that's our list as far as where he fits in, and then I guess just very briefly, if you were to rearrange that bottom five, I guess you would have Hughes further down, you would have Hall further up.
I would have,
and everyone else kind of where they are.
Pretty much status quo. I'd have Hall very far up. I'd have obviously Yakupov's at the bottom.
Yeah,
obviously. I would have just above Yakupov. I would have, I guess I would have. No, I guess I'd have. Oh man, they're all pretty good. I guess I'd have Hughes. Hughes would be right above Yakupov. So I mean, from what I've seen and from what I've scouted from last year, Hughes would be that next guy, and then Hischier, and then Nuge, and then Ekblad, and then Hall for me. That's how my ladder
Hall
goes.
At the bottom?
No, Hall at the top. That's from the bottom to the top. So Hall at 6.
So Hughes is behind Ekblad and Nuge?
That's correct.
Wow, okay.
I think Nuge is underrated, man. He's very.
I know.
I don't think Hall is ever going to bring the two-way game that Nuge has, and I don't think Hall's going to be like. I don't think Hughes is going to be a 90-point player either.
Just from a guy who embraces skating so much in his scouting report, I'm surprised you have Hughes below the defenseman and Nuge. But
I think he's going to be a bust.
You have Hischier ahead of Hughes or no?
I do.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
I'd have. Yeah.
I mean, no, Nick. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care how small you are. Like, he's had the worst draft year for the worst rookie season of a first overall pick in the last 20 years.
I think it underlines.
It's crazy.
You think it underlines how weak that draft is? The fact he got so much play and publicity?
I don't think it was a weak draft per se.
Because you still look at guys like Byram who went like 3 or 4.
Byram,
right?
And then I mean,
and Newhook went late.
I mean, it's not like Kakko or Doc blew the doors off. They all had kind of similar seasons, but
Doc had a good year.
Yeah,
he had a silently good year.
Yeah.
Kakko and Hughes were the disappointments.
Yeah, especially I thought Capo Kakko would be way better than he was.
He was more underwhelming. Like, you kind of expected Hughes to struggle with his size. Kakko was the guy everyone was like, oh well, he's got the size already to thrive, and he kind of shit the bed. So
we'll see if he can figure out. What I don't like is a very slight, small centerman.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I don't.
You want the two-way Hischier instead of the.
Now, Braden Point figured it out because I think Braden Point's
he's strong
and intelligent. Like, I don't see Hughes with a big frame.
Will he have that element in his game? I don't know.
We better move on.
We should
because of the
time. 7:50. Move on, Kyle.
So I'll ask you this: who needs to win the lottery the most, and who needs to win it the least? Who kind of doesn't really deserve? I will go first on this one, if you don't mind. I want to bring you back to Kelly's Corner.
Okay, sure. And I'd love to be there right now. I mean, they're not open, but they're not open. But
if they were open,
hell, they probably did find a way to open up tonight. They probably did bypass municipal bylaws.
I would love that.
I'd love to transport myself there right now.
So I believe in the last, Buffalo Sabres have had the longest non-playoff streak, I think, in the last 10 years of any team. Yeah. They're the longest drought. Fantastic fan base. These guys are heart and soul, salt of the earth kind of guys. Jack Eichel, great guy, great leader, deserves the most. They've got a good foundation. They've been poorly managed. I think this team could just pop off. Yeah. And if you want to ask me, if I think where would Alexi Lafreniere have the best career? Buffalo. Put him right next to Jack Eichel, and this guy's going to be a Hall of Famer without a freaking doubt. And that's where
you can bring Padella. You don't have to be scared. You can bring the watermelon.
You're in the show.
All is swell.
No.
Watermelon delivery live on the Rink Moose Podcast.
So this might be Dell, who's my girlfriend here. This might be her first appearance on the Rink Moose Podcast. But let me give you who needs it the least real quick. Mm-hmm. New Jersey. Fuck New Jersey. They've won Heischer. They've won Hughes. Take a hike. You don't need it. Take a hike.
I like that. Like I feel like that's more just like the hatred of New Jersey in you instead of you just talking straight. But
what do you mean?
I don't know. I think.
You think I'm out of my mind right now?
I think I'll be honest. Like for as biased as I am, I think LA needs him the least.
Okay, from an organizational standpoint,
as the team that has the best prospect pool at the moment,
sure.
I think they need him absolutely the least.
Sure.
But if they get him, I will happily take him.
Okay.
And that's where I sit there. I think New Jersey is ahead of LA in that regard just because they don't seem to be in as promising a position. I know they have Ty Smith. I know they have Nico Hischier. I know they have Jack Hughes. And probably some other guys. But that seems like a more promise. That seems like a pretty promising prospect pool. Whereas I see Detroit, I don't know about Detroit. They only have Mantha. They only had that top line rolling for them. Mantha, Bertuzzi, right? Other than that, they got no fans all year. They finished way below everybody else. They were terrible.
Yes, they were.
And they need Detroit needs hockey back. Hockey Town needs hockey back. If you're going to keep calling them Hockey Town, they need a star.
And the NHL wants this for them.
I think so. I think so. I think yes, Detroit has always been a marketable team. They've always been on NBC's big games. Just their shit right now. They've dunked themselves a big hole, and I'd like those fans to have them. So, I'd actually not like him to go to Detroit, but they need him the most.
Okay, and that's totally fair.
But Buffalo, to refute your point, you've already got a stud in Dahlin. You've already got the stud in Eichel. Yeah. Build around those guys. Hey, you've got your franchise players.
Enough.
You don't need another franchise player.
Fair enough. They just went through an exodus of their front office.
I know.
Like, shit is hitting the fan in Buffalo like we haven't seen in decades.
Yeah.
That being said, from a 2019-2020 perspective, Detroit needs him the most. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I would kill to see him in Buffalo.
I would too. And I think it would heat up the Toronto Buffalo rivalry because it's already subtly there. I feel like Matthews and Eichel have something going, and I think just adding Laugh into the mix would dice that up so well.
Oh my god!
And just I want Buffalo to be a perennial playoff team. I
love that.
I just do. I miss those mid 2000s where they were very good. They were
Cousins on the second line. With
forgot about him. Yeah.
What the hell?
Buffalo
what are we doing here?
Buffalo needs him.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the ceiling if that happens today. Hit the ceiling.
Like I said, I told Kyle when we got here, my top three today. The bias, of course, LA. The Canadian marketability, I want Ottawa.
Sure.
But then I also feel for those Buffalo fans, and those are my top three. I want one of those three things to happen here tonight.
I used to be a guy who wanted Ottawa the most. But then I'm thinking, why do I want Eugene Melnyk to cash in? I want it for the fans. I think the fans are great. I think the organization is great.
You want another good Canadian team, a perennial playoff Canadian team.
And you want him in Canada. He's close to home. You're going to get fans from Gatineau. You're going to get fans from Quebec piling right in. But, I mean, you just can't have Eugene Melnyk make a huge payday after funneling money from a Ottawa Senators charity that supports organ donation when his life was spared by an organ donor. Are you fucking kidding me? This man cannot win. Though if he does, I'm not mad. Now I'm going to turn the table to Dell. Her first appearance on the Rink Moose Podcast. Dell, who do you want to win the 2020 draft lottery in about 20 minutes?
Well, if I did have a say, and if I did watch the games,
She watches the games.
I'd want the Calgary Flames to have whoever they want on their team. In my personal opinion, the city needs a lift. The team needs more character. It has fantastic potential, but it just needs some strong forwards. And it's off to win the Stanley Cup Finals.
It's a strong take, but I disagree with it. Now, the only way Calgary can win, Dell, is if one of these lottery positions is a placeholder. So if a placeholder wins 1, 2, or 3, it means that the losing teams of the first round of the playoffs will have an equal stake at that placeholder.
Right.
It's fucking confusing.
Right.
It's the most confusing draft they've ever had in NHL history. But we're going to get some answers today.
What did she say?
Calgary. Nick. We don't have much time left. It's almost 8 o'clock. I think we've already gone over this, but what do you most want and what do you least want?
Like I said, top 3, LA 1,
Okay.
Buffalo 2, 3 Ottawa.
Mine is going to be Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit at 3.
Fair.
Now, I'm taking a very hard stance at this. If LA, if Anaheim, if New Jersey win this pick, I'm going to be in a depression state for weeks. Dell is going to feel the brunt of this 100%.
You're going to have to drink it off. You might become an alcoholic. You might
I
join AA meetings. Like,
I'm going to drop out of school. Like, it's not going to be good.
And I feel like this needs to get more play.
LA, Anaheim, or New Jersey, and I'm going into depression mode.
So to get more play on this fact, Kyle, for long-time listeners will know this, Kyle's been hyping this player for like the past 2 to 3 years. Is that fair?
That's totally
Or even
fair.
longer?
Totally fair.
Okay.
Well, rookie year, right?
Yeah,
3
years. So he's been following him. He's been obsessed with him. He's promised to buy his jersey as soon as tonight. Too much is like I just need to put into context how much is riding on these next 30 minutes. Like I don't think you've been as like the anxiousness running through your body, like the butterflies,
No,
like everything.
Never. Ever.
I don't think so.
For a draft, never has
Anything.
it ever happened. Not for McDavid, not for anybody. Not anything. Hey, come on, man. I got other things.
This transcends life.
I got other things going on. Come on.
I'm sorry. You go to bed every night. You think about this.
I do.
Exactly.
When I log on to any sort of social media, it's for this.
There you go.
In the last 6 months,
So many gaps, like in your mind, will be filled in the next 30 minutes.
Dell, can you attest to this?
Yes, sadly.
Okay.
Like so much, you'll have so many answers to run through your mind. Your life will be complete.
Absolutely. Is this correct? Is this Sportsnet Ontario? Is this correct?
Yeah, this should be wrapping up.
Okay, because it's 8 o'clock and I'm
exit
getting,
out.
I'm getting nervous.
Exit out of this. Exit out.
Okay.
I need to see those ping pong balls.
While we're doing this,
click the lottery.
This is it. Okay.
They need to cut off the NBA. Cut
8 to
them
9.
off.
They have to have laughs. Say, "Oh yeah, it's
Cut
very
them off
special."
right now.
So
Okay.
volume.
Volume.
Here we go.
And we're gonna shut up now because Kyle loves his hype videos to start episodes.
Yes, I do.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Insignificant number holds an entire team's fate in the balance. Franchises' fortunes are built on days like this. If you luck out,
Dell, are you hyped?
could change your organization.
Dell, honestly, when the draft goes, you're gonna have to get out of that zone.
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Because I'm running that way.
About my watermelon.
You'll have to take it somewhere else. Put the watermelon
Down to the luck of the draw.
somewhere else.
All comes down to this moment.
Just give me a warning before you do
Of course. Yeah, you sit beside me. Nick, a good time right now. Prediction?
Oh yes, predictions. Laugh will become. Hold on, you go first.
No, I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, so they got Laugh there on video, and we do have the GM.
Oh, we have the
so
GMs.
Wonderful. So Nick is going to get some reaction
Good,
shots tonight.
good,
This
good,
is
good,
great.
good. Who's
Wonderful.
that fucking schmuck in the bottom left?
This is wonderful.
Okay, so just so you guys know, some guys are in their houses and some guys are in front of logos here. So it's like a totally mixed bag. Never heard of her.
She's always on every year.
Really?
But Bettman, I believe, is there.
Yes, he is.
So what were you asking me?
Predictions.
Yeah, so you go first.
Honestly, I think it's going to be Ottawa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with...
Because life isn't so cruel.
You know what? I believe in, like, fate, like things happening to teams that are really in the gutter.
Okay.
I'll go Buffalo.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking happy you said that.
I'll say Anaheim.
Yeah, I was going to say Anaheim. I was going
Are
to say...
you fucking kidding
I
me,
was-
Del?
It's a feeling.
How could you do that?
I was going to say... No, I'm with Dell. I was going to say Anaheim, and then I saw the Buffalo logo there, and I changed to Buffalo.
You really feel like... Because no one's been talking about Anaheim. Is that why?
I know. I just think they subtly need him, Kyle.
Don't put that out.
They subtly need him.
No.
They need him.
No.
I think they need him. They have Zegras, but it's not enough.
Don't put that out into the universe.
They need him.
Please.
Getzlab's getting old. Everybody's getting old out there.
Del, if it's Anaheim, I'm not going to bed until midnight.
And
every day.
I wouldn't mind that. Anaheim's fourth for me because you
Del?
would watch more Anaheim games, and then we'd have more Californian perspective. You know.
Del, Anaheim plays at 10 p.m. every day. Not 7, 10.
So you're gonna watch them all the time.
All the time. All the time.
It's gonna be a problem.
There's two scenarios. I either watch them all the time or I forget about the player. And that's almost out of the question.
And you don't want an Anaheim jersey.
God, no.
So yeah, we got Dorian Yzerman. We got the LA Goons in the top right. We got the new Buffalo guy, right? This is jokes.
Yzerman is
this
just
is really
fucking-
jokes. This is really jokes.
So Yzerman is just texting away.
Yeah. The LA guys are just having some beers.
Everyone else is just chilling out, like actually. Oh,
Who's the guy on his patio?
no, Bob
Yeah,
Murray.
Bob Murray's on his
Not-
nice
not
Californian
engaged,
patio.
Not whatsoever.
There's the new Buffalo fresh face, Kevin Adams. Nobody knows I don't know the guy. Do you know the guy?
No.
And I don't know him either. He's the guy who took over for Ray Shiro, so he's kind of a new face too.
So everybody.
Oh. Interesting.
Marty Brodeur.
I'm gonna take some time now to put on my jersey. Yeah, you're on film though. You've been on film this whole time.
No, it hasn't started yet.
Be wary. Oh, you've just started it?
Yeah.
Getting on the way means getting back on track for this Devils team who missed the playoffs for the second straight season and seventh time in the last 8 years. So for you and your staff,
Now's not the time to muck up, Kyle. You get that camcorder working.
This fucking thing comps out every.
This is not the time to murk us.
Early on, we pushed a lot of the young players right into our lineup, but I think now we have the luxury to have some really good players on our team. So the younger guys coming up, we'll have time to spend a little more time in junior hockey and the American Hockey League to be ready when they get to the NHL.
We have yet to see the virtual fans. We are expecting them at any moment, but this is probably going to be the most criticized part of this show. So we await. We greatly anticipate what they're going to do here. Kyle has put on his white Team Canada jersey, the one he has yet to put the Jordan Eberle on the back, but he will be in the coming weeks.
Correct. Yeah, this is fucked up, man.
Too much build up. But you need the build. You can't just
No,
jump into it.
exactly. Like we're not gonna get into this for another at least 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That there's gonna be a lot of dicking around, a lot of nervousness.
So here's what I hope. I hope when they talk about the Sens Sharks pick, they actually say the Ottawa pick acquired from San Jose. Like, I think it would be funny if first overall, Ottawa from the pick of San Jose selects, just to rub it in a little, you know?
Oh my God! Now, you're kind of past this. It seems like you're past this
I'm well past
emotionally.
this. And even I think I told you this. The Sharks GM Doug Wilson, who just got into the Hall of Fame, he said he went so far as to say he hopes Ottawa wins the lottery because he wants Laugh.
Oh, look!
Yeah, so there they are.
What the fuck is this?
What is this?
These are the frontline heroes.
So it's a frontline hero from each. Oh, that's lame. I wanted a group of
So
fans.
it's one guy. It's one guy.
It's one guy sitting in his office. Very interesting. Okay.
I want to know the fucking selection process
Yeah,
for
who
these
is
guys.
this
Like,
schmook? Who is this Dr. Jacob Hadenbach?
he's busy saving lives.
Who is this Emily White?
This guy fucking has no business being here. He has no interest in this draft, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Absolutely no interest.
Yeah, this is not good. Hype. We need the hype.
I'm not kidding when I say this. It looks like these people are about to go into fucking surgery.
Yes, this is concerning.
It's
I don't
such
like
a
this at all.
stupid idea.
Oh, no. We don't need to interview. Jeez.
This
What
is
were
crazy.
what were we talking about?
I don't know. I
Can't
don't
even remember. I'm just thrown off right now by this.
You know what? Oh, I want to know the selection process for these people. Like, do they go into the fire hall and just say, "All right, guys, you draw the shortest straw. You're going on this fucking thing we got." It's I don't think there's at least 3 people on this fucking feed who don't want to be there. It's hilarious. I would absolutely do this. Absolutely.
Just saying they'd instantaneously have more entertainment value if they put passionate fans like us on.
Yeah.
If they had the camera on us right now, that'd be wonderful.
Oh my god. Like, why don't you put it in like a family home? Like, it's a Sens family who's always loved the Sens.
Yeah.
Come on.
We don't know anything about their
you're
history and their fandom as Sens fans.
They're trying to be current. They're trying to be COVID-19
Yes.
sensitive. Like, it just doesn't work, though. So yeah, as long as they actually like care, then I'm fine.
Does he look like Dante Dell?
He sort of does.
Yes!
It's totally.
Yes!
We got
Yes,
it.
I'm so glad.
Del, we looked at Dante's like Western student ID, and if you kind of just slim him down a little bit, give him a little bit of a half smile, it's Laugh. Exactly Laugh.
Yeah.
The rosy
it's so
cheeks.
on point. Yes, it's so on point. We wanted to have him here.
Nick,
he could look like
tell
Laugh.
Del what your idea was.
Well, we were gonna have him like with a Canada cap and a Canada jersey.
Walk
and then
in from nowhere.
and then we do like a mock interview of him like after the thing.
Well, Alexi, congratulations
it
on.
would have been so good.
That would have been amazing.
Ooh, interesting.
Ready to fucking
Gary.
Mark, ready to get his dirty mitts into the whole business. He's the commissioner.
He's the commissioner, Del. He calls all the shots.
This process is overseen by Ernst & Young.
The lottery balls are in the background. We don't know what's transpired. We don't know who the Demos auditor is this year,
Oh,
right? The guy checking the results for the accountant from the firm,
Exactly.
whatever firm they've
the
got.
unbiased accountant.
Yeah, the unbiased accountant.
Another key thing is we don't have a leaked result off Twitter like we did last year.
You did because you're on Twitter.
No, this is live. Last year they actually, I think they've already drawn the balls, but they haven't revealed anything yet.
So you're saying Gary in this interview right now knows who has the pick?
I'm not sure. But I know last year, about 2 minutes before they revealed
They
things,
knew.
I saw Twitter was blowing up with the leaked results. And I sent it to Nick immediately. I said, "Let Nick, I know what's going down." I don't know.
You got to stay.
You know
off the
why?
phone.
Because Sportsnet flashed a clip of their graphic. Yeah, they flashed a clip of the graphic of only Chicago, New York, and New Jersey up on the top. Crazy, crazy, crazy. They better not do that today.
So yeah, he's just talking about some return to play things right now, which honestly don't really take precedence right now. We're here about the draft. We don't really care about this,
Yeah,
right?
they're time filling.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Get Alexi on. Let me
What's
hear
he gonna
him.
say, Nick?
Let me hear him.
Yeah, it's special to be here.
I need him.
I want to see him give a little bit of emotion, a little hint.
Yeah.
Well, he does on the ice. He's a really, really emotional guy. Like, he's a absolute top-class character guy. But in interviews, you don't get a single hint of it. It sucks.
Have you realized all hockey players in interviews sound like the same?
Yeah.
They're like 80 to 90%.
It's sad.
Yeah.
And it actually holds the game back a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I like that. Like, I like them saying the right thing, but show a little bit of flair, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have anything else there on our list, Kyle, or have we gone over everything?
The last thing I had to say was that hockey Twitter is really pumping Byfield lately. They're trying to pump
Negatively or positively?
up. No, positively. Like, they're trying to, like, every year they try to make a debate off the first overall pick. A lot of guys are pumping the tires of Byfield, and I've been trying to defend.
There he is. Demos has entered the building. He knows who
results.
has laughed.
The results are there.
Are those 10 cards?
Those are
looked
10
like
cards.
10. It
Those are
looked like
10 cards.
10.
We have it here first.
Pause it. We got to go back.
No.
That looked like
So
10.
let me quickly explain to Dell on the commercial break here. So how it's going to work, they're going to go from so there's 7 teams in the bottom. Like I said, there's a small chance that teams that are in the playoffs could win the first, second, or third. If we see them reveal number 7 first, no teams from the playoffs have won a lottery pick. If we see 8, one team has moved up over everybody to win. If we see 9, 2, 10, all 3, 1, 2, and 3 picks are going to playoff teams.
How did that happen? Do they have a draw in the ball?
So they have odds represented by placeholders. So bottom 7 has 15%, 12%, so on. The 8th worst team is Montreal, who's in the playoffs. Technically, they have 6%, but that's contained as a placeholder, and so on and so forth. So 8 has 6%, 9 has 5%, so on. If one of those 8 through 15 wins the lottery, it goes in as a placeholder. That placeholder, call it placeholder A, has 1, 2, or 3. They've won a lottery position, whatever it is. We're going to know which one it is. And then they will play the playoffs. In the first round, every single team who loses in the first round will have a equal shot at that placeholder pick. It's very hard to follow. It's ridiculous. But they're trying to make it the most fair for everybody.
So this is a new thing for this year.
This is the COVID draft. Yeah. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So all you need to know is if you see any number but 7 first, pandemonium. Pandemonium will ensue.
Free game for anyone.
Correct. It means we won't know what that team is. It means we'll leave here without knowing one of the top 3 picks.
Here without knowing?
Correct.
would
The
suck.
next draft will happen
That's the worst
later.
case scenario tonight.
So
You guys saw 10.
if
It
you
looked
see-
like a lot of. He had a lot. He didn't have 7.
He
He
not
didn't
have
have 7. He had
But
between 7
you know what?
and 10.
He probably rolls in with 10 regardless. Because
I-
guys are counting. Guys are counting.
I'm concerned. I'm immediately very concerned.
Yeah, as am I.
This is not good. I do not want a second lottery. Reward these shitty teams. No need to give
What
out.
about Montreal, you fuck?
Montreal might beat Pittsburgh. Like, I don't want this play-in round to become, hey, if we lose, at least we get a top 3 pick. I don't want it to become that.
You're right.
Play the game, keep the integrity of the game. You want to win. Here he is.
Here we go.
Dante Delfico live.
Yeah, for sure it's exciting. You know, I'm gonna have a pretty good idea of where I'm gonna go for sure. But you know, the draft is not done still, so it's the lottery. It's the first part of the process, but you know, still not drafted, so we'll still have to wait a little bit. You know, I don't know what to expect that much. You know, it's different, a different lottery, so you know, I'll just enjoy this time, you know, with my family and friends, and you know, we'll wait to see what happens, and you know, for sure excited for this lottery.
So he's following all the rules.
Do
The
you-
Bauer
do you-
sticks are in the back. The
wa-
Gatorade is
do
in
you
the back.
want to see one of the GMs immediately whip his phone at the camera when he finds out he doesn't win the pick?
100%.
Rage?
Did you see Eugene Melnick just made an
Oh,
appearance?
shit. Here we go.
Holy fuck.
He's got envelopes in front of him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to count them right now.
I am...
That is more than 7, Kyle. This is bad news.
Okay. Let's
Fuck!
Settle down. Hold on. I'm going to turn it up a bit.
8. We're going to have a lottery. Fuck.
Holy shit!
This is what Kyle wanted.
This is... Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm so happy.
Ah,
Eight,
I can't
eight.
contain myself.
Wait!
In the 2020
Not Buffalo.
draft belongs to the Buffalo Sabres.
Ah.
No! God damn it!
Bad news from the start. Bad news from the start.
This is a bad... Okay, pull up the rankings.
What rankings?
The rankings.
What rankings?
Those are the rankings. So
what happens if they don't pop up?
This has to be New Jersey. Yes.
So what?
Yes.
What happens
So
if the team not in line?
If you see the team
Yeah.
in line,
Yeah,
they didn't
not
win.
get it?
They didn't win.
So-
New Jersey
so what-
did not
what if
win.
Anaheim's not 6. Does that mean they're in the top 3?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you. This is too complicated. Every year, this is too complicated for me.
Anaheim, say it. Please. Yes.
Okay,
Yes!
LA,
Yes! Yes!
LA,
Yeah.
LA.
Go to hell, whoever you are.
Here we go.
LA.
Moment of truth.
Say it.
Moment
Say
of
it.
truth. Is Laugh coming to the LA Kings?
I'll let you have a lane. Move your fucking... Please, God.
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No! Yes! Ottawa has lost one of their picks.
We're in the top 3, folks.
One of their picks.
We're in
You're
the top
fucked.
3.
You're an ass.
We're gonna get him.
You're an
We're
ass.
gonna get him.
You're an ass.
They are not happy yet. The reps in LA, Luke Robitaille and Rob Blake, but we'll see.
Fuck you. Best fucking...
Oh my God.
Not Ottawa. Not Ottawa.
Oh, Yzerman, you suck it. Wow, that is hilarious.
So
So it's going to
Ottawa
be
has won a pick.
Ottawa is in the
Ottawa,
top 3.
LA.
LA's in the and one of the 8. Please don't be first overall.
What the fuck? Irishman
I
makes one
swear
note.
to God, if it's
Oh my
so,
god.
I'm getting 2 of my top 3 are getting top 3 picks, so I'm pretty happy right now.
Shut
I'm
your mouth.
incredibly-
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Okay, we have stopped.
Buffalo
We're
got
probably-
absolutely
We're probably
fucked.
gonna get another commercial.
Oh!
Wow, this is awesome.
No, it's not.
We're getting a second draft. We're gonna have some hype. LA is in the top 3 and Ottawa's in the top 3. This is amazing.
I'm actually... The fact that you've got a 1 in 3 chance right now, I'm not happy.
You're
I am
welcome to
not
the family.
I am not happy. Del, what do you think?
I'm overwhelmed.
That happened quick. I was not expecting
Oh,
that to just
too quick.
the
Too
way,
quick.
when he just dropped. Well, I got 8 envelopes from Demo, so let's get rolling here.
Too fucking quick, man. Like,
Gets you.
I'm glad we have a chance to sit.
It's well, Well, I mean, I thought they would build it up a little bit for TV purposes.
They should have.
Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, they really should have. They went way too fast.
Good though. I got my reactions. You know, it showed the GM. I was glad to see that. I'm
Fuck
glad.
LA, man. They
Think-
don't deserve this.
I'm
You
so-
know they don't deserve this.
Well, they like I said, they're the least deserving of the teams. But if we get them, I'm not complaining.
Dell, all of our money is now on Ottawa.
So Ottawa is 5th, right?
What do you mean?
They got the 5th pick. One of their picks is 5th. That's confirmed.
Yes, correct. So Detroit just buckled.
So you can already start. Yeah, that's the funniest one. I love that.
You knew
I love that.
You know what's funny? The best
Yzerman
moment
should
of the
not
draft.
get anything easy.
Yzerman doesn't look at the fucking camera once. He makes one note
Yeah,
on his fucking paper.
I'm gonna have to go back there.
And he doesn't even look.
one note. What do you think he wrote down? 4?
Yeah. Done. He's done.
Done.
Cut him out.
Yeah.
Cut the
He's
fucking
gone.
feed.
I like that. You come into a new
No.
you come into a new market from Tampa. Nothing should be easy. Nothing should be easy. That sucks
For who? For
for
Detroit.
him. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting Byfield. You're not getting Laugh. You might
know-
not even get Stutzla.
Funny thing is, there was a point about a month ago when everyone was like, the odds have been adjusted and Detroit's like guaranteed 1 or 2. You remember that?
Yeah.
Now where are we?
And you're the only one whose prediction's still in the hunt because I predicted Buffalo. Dell
Yeah.
had Anaheim, right?
I so need this, man.
But I mean, LA. This is interesting. You're in the top 3. Does that mean you keep Drysdale because you need the D depth, or do you go with one of the big
if
3?
If they have 3, they take Drysdale. If they're
what
2,
if they have 2?
So
They're
50-50.
almost. I still think you take Drysdale.
So 50-50.
I still think you take Drysdale.
You'd get a lot of hate if you think Turcotte.
I think Kings fans want Drysdale.
If you think Turcotte is what everyone else thinks he is, then sure, but I don't.
like as a Kings fan, I give a shit if we get 3 or like 3 and 2. No difference for me because I think we're getting the same player either way. I think we're getting Drysdale if we're picking 2 or 3. I really believe that.
I don't know.
But if we pick 1, then it changes everything.
Oh my God.
At a later date, Ottawa, Los Angeles, and a team that will be eliminated after the qualifying round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And our first responders looking on in anticipation.
This is so ridiculous.
Look at the smile of the guy.
Get these fuckers off the screen, man.
Look at that smile plastered.
Here we go.
No.
The 2020 NHL draft belongs to
Yeah! No! He is pissed. He is pissed. Okay, they can't. LA's getting the first overall pick.
No!
I'm calling it right now.
want-
I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
Bullshit.
I'm calling it right now. They cannot send Laugh to the next show 2 months
Yes,
from
they
now.
can.
They can't. They can't postpone this. Barry
I'm
Bettman
so
can't go.
fucking pissed.
He's becoming an LA King. I can safely say that.
the number 1 overall selection
Oh my God, imagine.
draft belongs to a team
Yeah!
Stanley Cup playoffs.
Montreal still has a chance. Yes!
We started out tonight
The
with
consolation is
dreaming
fine with me.
pick, and now suddenly 16
This is
Yes!
here for them are in play.
I don't believe this.
Pick Los
People are tanking. They
unprecedented
are
season.
tanking.
Biggest jump ever to number 1. The
He's Robitaille is rattled. Look at him.
no question about
Robitaille is rattled.
catch up with
Oh
Los Angeles
my
Kings
God.
as we continue to make our way through this NHL draft.
Wow.
That
Well,
is absolutely
fuck this.
hilarious.
I'm pissed off.
So no, this is good. I'll tell you
You
why.
wanted to go to bed tonight knowing what was going to happen, the fate of this player.
I'll tell you why this is good.
This is not good.
Lafreniere will go to a very good team right away.
I needed closure in my life.
Listen to this. He may go. All of a sudden, we have the floor open
no,
for Toronto, for
No,
Pittsburgh, for
Kyle.
Montreal, for
we don't.
everybody.
We don't need this prolonging for another 2 months. This
You-
isn't good.
We're gonna
for our
get-
mental health. This is not good.
At least it's not LA.
No.
You were so close.
I thought I had him.
You were
he was
so
in
close.
my grasp.
You'd be out of the house.
Dante was in my grasp.
You would be out of the house in 2 minutes if you won the draft.
No.
You'd be out.
I would be happy. I wouldn't, you know me, I wouldn't run around this room.
No, I would kick you out.
Okay.
You'd be out of the house.
Okay.
I'm saying it.
Well, I'm glad.
I wouldn't be
No,
able to
I'm-
sit beside you.
No,
with
I'm,
that
I'm
jersey
glad
on.
you're not joining the Kings family, to be honest with you.
I'm not
with you.
I'm happy
I'm
too.
just incredibly disappointed that this is going to have to go another 2 months.
I want to get Laugh's reaction. I really want to see it.
Well,
now.
we didn't get it. We wanted it live. Like, ugh. I should have seen this coming. This is all marketing, Kyle. They get viewers for this. Now they're going to get viewers for the next lottery.
You better get Demos to audit this.
This is horseshit. This is. I should have seen this coming from a
This
mile
is
away.
actually this. If there's ever any embezzlement, it's here.
Yeah. This is Gary Bettman pulling the strings, knowing the NBA is beating him viewership-wise. They're getting more play in the media, and he needs not only this big event, but the next one 2 months from now.
1,000%.
Bullshit.
1,000%.
Fucking hate this guy. I had so many reasons not to like him.
But
I
you
don't-
know what? This is amazing. This is amazing.
Del, what do you think?
You know what?
Del,
Can-
what do you think of the cheesy bites? Burger King. I know none of us have, but just look at it. It's nuggets filled with Kraft dinner cheese. I immediately dislike him, but he's interested.
Hold on.
Nay. Give us a date.
Fuck, this is crazy.
Fuck this,
Ladies
guy.
and gentlemen, this is crazy. Yeah.
Oh.
So Montreal is still in the running. That's complete fate, though. I'm very happy. Montreal,
Who else, though? Are there any teams you don't like?
of course.
No.
Of course. Calgary. Calgary's still in the running. They're in the running.
I swear to you, if Calgary gets
Winnipeg is in the running.
Toronto's in the running.
Toronto's in the running.
It's ridiculous.
This is amazing.
Every team, this is terrible. Every fan of those teams are going to be wishing they get knocked out in the play-in round.
Yes.
I don't give I give a rat's ass if the Leafs beat Columbus.
But
Lose.
now
Lose.
you want them to lose.
Lose.
You want okay.
You'll have the same odds.
Can you pull up the matchups? I'm gonna turn it down.
Oh, I can't live with myself. 2 months we have to wait. This is so bad.
This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. People will
Yes,
try to lose.
this is why it
Exactly.
hurts the integrity
Exactly.
of the game, Del.
This is going to be very interesting to watch. This.
Exactly. So why on earth would Montreal try to beat Pittsburgh?
Because they know they won't win.
They won't win the Stanley Cup. Exactly. So maybe does Carey Price go down with an injury?
Like, how are they going to manage the games? They've never been in a game where.
It's you know what the thing is, the players don't care so much about this stupid draft. They don't care if some hotshot kid joins the team. Some guy's losing a job. You know, they're not going to really care, and no coach is going to walk in and say, "Hey guys, we're blowing this series." So, I mean, it's not going to affect things as much as you might think.
A weird internal dynamic, though.
Yes,
Toronto-
exactly. Up top in the management circle, things are going to be different.
So
Perhaps.
Toronto's got a shot. Pittsburgh's got a shot. Montreal's got a shot.
So why don't okay?
Edmonton, he
Let's
could
see.
join McDavid. He could join Taves and Kane.
This opens up so many amazing possibilities.
He's happy. He's thrilled
You know what?
because he can still go to Montreal.
It's good for the league.
He's going to a good team.
It's good for the league.
It's not good for the league.
It's
good for the league. They're getting viewership, yes,
Yeah.
during COVID, yeah. But in terms of boosting a market, yeah.
So
Oh, cool. So he's joining Ron McLean at 8:30.
okay. So here I'm just looking at the teams possible. It's funny because there's only a very short few teams I would hate from here. I would hate Florida. I would hate Carolina. I would hate the
16
Rangers.
to run through. That's quite a bit.
I would hate Arizona. That's it. Like, I wouldn't mind any other team. You know?
Lots of Canadian teams.
We've got things like Toronto,
1,
Pittsburgh,
2, 3,
Montreal,
4,
Islanders. Imagine him with
5.
Barzell. Calgary, Winnipeg, I wouldn't mind. Edmonton,
6.
Chicago, crazy. Vancouver, crazy.
6 of the
Minnesota.
6 of the 8. Okay, let's hear it. 6 of the 18 are Canadian teams, or 16. He's declined.
What?
That's jokes. This guy's got attitude. This kid's got attitude.
He's declined.
So what are they gonna do for that period?
because of what's going on. So, Elliot, it's going to be up to you. And
Holy shit.
Fox is live blogging right now on sports.ca.
What?
We have a great second screen for you. Brian Burke is on my phone, so we can keep a lid on Brian a little bit, but he said this is a disgrace.
You know what, Kyle? At least,
Wait.
David Amber is also
at least we can all mock now. Like we can do a mock
Yes.
1, and then we can go 2 to 7, right?
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Show and Josh on the Fan 590 Toronto will be carrying on at 9. And Brian Burke said it was a disgrace.
He said that? I didn't catch that.
31 tonight, potentially with Pierre Dorian.
That's jokes.
We'll have Pierre here in the next couple of minutes. And you'll also be
Today, do they go and pick the players now?
on Apple.
No, we have to wait till October for the draft. Draft can't happen till end of the season. End of season won't be until September, according to their plan.
But the reason why they say today they would know where Laugh goes is because obviously the first draft pick would pick Lafreniere. That's like no shit.
It's without a doubt. So Kyle and I can already prognosticate and go Laugh 1, and then we can do the rest. So it's nice. It's brilliant. The NHL's marketing, you understand this. It's brilliant. Because they can now, people will talk about it because they can talk about the 2 to 7, but then the 1 remains unclear until their next broadcast.
Isn't the lottery like a chance or a probability thing? How they get so fudged?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how the ball
Yeah. Percentage. It's all percentages.
Right, so they couldn't have fudged it so that number one is this wild card.
They had that auditor there. The auditor is paid to make sure they're not mucking with anything.
So there's pure chance that happens.
Yeah, go ahead.
What percent was the wild card?
Right. So there was a 75% chance he was going to go to one of these teams tonight. So the quarter remaining went today. Yeah.
Well, I want to hear what he's saying.
Yes. Yes.
Shut the fuck.
Ah, crushed.
They got fucked.
Not as bad as 5th and 6th. You're still going to get Stutzler and Byfield.
There is nothing that determines more the future of many of these teams than the results of the draft lottery. If you go back and look at over the last few seasons, you take a look at teams that should have picked first or second that dropped, teams that shouldn't have picked first or second that gone up. Edmonton getting Connor McDavid. This is a night that is the agony of defeat, and it is the glory of victory in a lot of different ways. And I'm sure the fans of the Red Wings tonight are devastated. I'm sure the fans of the Senators are disappointed. I'm sure the fans of the Kings are ecstatic. I'm sure the
Meh.
people who feel
No.
Brian Burke
Really?
does. And just imagine
What if you get? What if you pick Byfield?
I don't want him. I want Dries. I don't care who. I wanted Laugh.
like that, and you're thinking, okay,
What if you pick?
Everyone
Byfield?
else is just some blob. 2 to 6 is just a blob.
one of the crazy
Yeah.
1 is 1.
covering the national.
We wanted Laugh.
Wow.
Especially when they teased us
So-
like that. That was not cool.
I don't know what's going on here, but something strange is happening. Laugh has refused to come on to the broadcast.
Wait, what's that?
Laugh has refused
Yeah.
to come on to the broadcast.
Well, because what's he going to talk about?
well,
what's he
you
gonna
still
say?
Come on, right?
There's this no. There was uncertainty heading into tonight, and now there's even more uncertainty. So why the hell would you talk even more?
I guess, yeah.
What are you gonna say?
What's
What's he gonna say? Oh, well, I guess we'll see where the balls fall in 2 months.
Shut the
Right? What's he
fuck
gonna
up.
say? That's all he'd say.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a possibility. I mean, it's always a possibility. You see how a player progresses, maybe he moves to the center ice position, but he's played so well on the wing. That's where he's been asked that before. He feels really comfortable on the wing, and he thinks that's where he can have the best impact. Now, the one thing about
What the fuck's going on?
He has a little more physicality to his game than what we've seen from traditional number 1 overall picks, and so I think that's more suited to play the wing, Ron. And when I look at his overall skill set on the power play, deadly that he can play and shift from any position, rotate off the half wall and move back to the point, even down low, also gives you the opportunity for some net front presence. But you know, the way the game's gone here the last 5 years,
It's not that
2 full
bad.
months.
It's not that bad.
2 full months and another one of these lottery live reaction shows.
So more speculation. We like
The
speculation.
league wants speculation. We want certainty.
You know what? Expect a lot of pushback from this.
Yeah.
A lot.
Twitter's losing it right now.
You know what? When is? I don't want to miss anything here, but when is the last time a team outside of the top 8 has won the lottery first overall? Never. Not in the last long time. It's almost never happened, Nick.
What's that?
A team outside of the top 8
Yeah,
wins.
it's-
Like you've seen Chicago jump to
stupid, man.
3, but not 1. This is crazy.
It's stupid. It should not be happening. A team deserving of him, in terms of bottom feeder, should be getting him. Not these established teams.
Yeah.
And they're not even doing it by point percentage. Like, if Montreal loses, it's not like they're getting better odds
No.
than Toronto
No,
if
no,
Toronto
no.
loses. Everyone
No.
gets 12.5% chance.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. It makes no sense.
Number 1 pick in this draft, and anybody, whichever team gets him, is going to be thrilled to have him. He's a difference maker.
This is crazy, man. But the fact that Montreal, the Destiny team, is still in this, you have to admit, that's okay. That is okay.
And I think it's creates so much anticipation for the draft. But like, if you're an LA Kings fan, you have so much to think about. You get to choose that whole crop.
Yeah.
Any player. No team will influence your decision. I'd say those scouts have the most homework to do. Right? I'm not going to comment. The LA Kings scouts have the absolute most homework to do.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it?
So you know how typically every year the worst team gets the best percentage? So in this case, the ones that made playoffs are technically definitely not the worst. You don't know if they're the best, but they're definitely not the worst. So shouldn't they get the same percentage as the 6%, the 7%, or the 8th worth, 7th worth?
Pierre's on.
Instead of 20%, which makes them almost the same as the worst player, the same odds.
The thing is they do, because the 20% you're talking about is those 8 teams collectively. Each team, if you take Montreal for example, they were the 8th worst. They had a 6% chance. In this format, they had a lower chance. So collectively, the worst, the 8 to 15 teams had 20 to 25. Again, once this play-in round is done and those teams have lost, they again have only a 12% chance from that next lottery. But
So Pierre's basically playing spinball here, saying it's a great day for the Ottawa Senators. We're going to get special players at 3 and 5, and we're going to go from there.
yeah,
Typical spinball.
right.
We know that at 3 we're going to get a great player. We know we're going to get someone that has the chance to play for us.
But he's pissed. He wants Drysdale,
Yeah.
and he thinks,
No.
yep, and he knows LA is
He's a
good.
forward.
They need a D with one of those 2 picks,
Agreed.
and they want Drysdale more than the American.
That's the way he's played all his career. When we had a Zoom interview with him, it's something we approached with him, and he's always played on the wing. And I think Elliot just stated it a few minutes before. The way the game is evolved now, whether you're a center or a winger, Alex sees someone who's got special talent, and he's someone who can create plays by himself. But so is a lot of players at the top of this draft.
Pierre, do you have an expectation of the kind of player that LA likes? Like when you look at what they could do in front of
Interesting. Good question.
I
He's going to say, cannot comment, don't work for the team.
this way.
No, I think the Kings have really good people there. Luke overtime well.
Told you.
yeah.
I don't try to get in their head. I don't ever try to get in my head. They're going to take a very good player, and we're going to take.
Who do you think the Kings should take?
We're excited about this player. For us, we've had
Byfield.
I said a year ago,
scouting meetings. We've had
Byfield will be an LA King.
You did, eh?
I said that.
Is it on this tape?
Yeah, it's on the tape.
Okay.
I said he'd be
We'll
a king.
revisit that.
Yeah.
and we know that Ford
Do I want him to be a king? No.
is going to be an outstanding.
But he could be.
And the bonus is we're going to get an
I'll ask you this now as opposed to later. Hold on, one sec.
Stützle versus Byfield. What are the differences?
Let's let this play out, and I'll ask you something.
They might go 1, 2, 3. Well, we don't know what's going to happen with 1 and 2, so that we can't speak about. But they're all three players are different. All three players are different. They all have their strength, and they all have things that they need to improve coming next year. I had a chance to spend quite a bit of time in Germany this year. I went up to Sudbury. I was planning on leaving LA when our last game and spending about 2 or 3 days with Alex Lafreniere. They're all elite talents. All three of them are going to be special players in the NHL.
You're pissed.
I am.
This must hurt you so much.
I needed to know. It's not even LA didn't get him, and that I got teased till the last second. It's that I don't know the fate of this enigma for the next 2 months,
Right.
and it pains me because I've been waiting all day for this.
I would say scale
Bothers me.
do with the men in the German league.
Yeah.
Byfield is just so special and raw and powerful, and the way he can use his
And it ruins the whole play-in round.
skill, his hockey
What should be the best round of hockey, that first round where all the teams are fresh,
You're right. It
hurts
does.
it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You finish your thought, and then I'll ask you one last question. No, they're all going to be impactful players at the NHL in due time.
He sounds well studied.
Whatever happens with
speaking like a politician, whatever happens, happens. Dun, da, 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 da. Today's a good day. Melnick's livid.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, that's okay.
That's okay.
good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
to recommend to your 3rd and 5th pick? I think we'll leave it up to them. I think there's so many things that can happen from now to when hockey starts up again for the Ottawa Senators that we're going to wait and see. We know that these
Sucks.
guys are represented by quality people, quality agents. We know that they're quality human beings. They all come from great families from all the background that we've done. And we know that they're going to make the right decisions. And if they want guidance from us, we'll definitely give it to them, whether it's LA or placeholder pick, and then we'll go from there. So Nick, Jeff
This is
Merrick,
crazy.
for Ask 31.
This is crazy, man.
Appreciate this. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
can't believe it.
for having me.
Fuck.
Pierre Dorian, GM of the Ottawa Senators. So we're going to take a short break. Sam's with us. We're going to point toward all our platforms and things that are happening in the way.
Yeah, like it's so interesting. Like for a Kings fan, like
Byfield's on it now.
okay, we can't have this show go on forever. But
No, I know.
the point is, the Kings is so fascinating. Like in a way, Byfield fits. A year ago, I was like, L.A. African American influence, Kobe Bryant. It just makes sense.
Right.
But then I was thinking, okay, Drysdale fits the positional need. You have a older, aging player in Drew Doughty. You have a slock of forward prospects led by Alex Turcotte last year. And then you have Stützle, who I think there's a big German influence in the LA
Sure.
Kings organization. They have
Sure.
they have that assistant coach Marco Sturm, who came in last year. He might have a say. So it's such a toss up. Like I can't even give you like any certainty right now with who they'll pick. It's literally 33%, 33%, 33%.
I would argue that the position of need at center is as great as the defense.
And
because-
Turcotte is not a number one center.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
We've learned that this year.
Yeah.
Kopitar and Doughty, cornerstone pieces, both of them, are both aging out. And I think, man, that's what makes me think Byfield's the guy for them. Because if it's a toss up between the two positions, then you take Byfield for the raw upside and the player that he can be. Drysdale, I mean, hey, that's great, but he doesn't have a highest ceiling for sure.
I don't know. I could see a big guy like I could see Doughty flexing his muscle and having a say and being like, we got to pick the defenseman. They wanted Byram last year. Don't forget this. They didn't get them because Colorado stole them right ahead of them. I think they're craving for a defenseman.
Listen, and I would love Byfield in Ottawa. I would love that. That would be a great, great, great outcome. Let me ask you this. Might as well. You got a wild card team, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, a placeholder team, who wins the first overall.
Turn it back on.
Ottawa comes up to you and wants to trade you to the 3 and the 5.
Yeah. 3 and 5 for 2?
For 1.
Oh, you're the one
as the
pick.
placeholder.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ottawa needs the marketable star. They need the best player.
Yeah.
Carolina, they don't need that. They need pieces, right?
All right, so this is kind of where it is, Ron. I'd like to give you and Sam and everybody watching this the caveat that what we know to be true now is could change in 10 minutes. So this is what we know at this point.
It's crazy, man.
The NHL hoped that they could announce Vegas and Vancouver as the two hub cities.
This is crazy.
Obviously didn't happen. The negotiations with Vancouver fell apart on Tuesday over things like the number of positive tests that could further delay the season or end the season and who would stay in the bubble. So that decision probably isn't coming until early next week. And Vegas is expected, and Toronto and Edmonton are probably the next two on the list. Now, it is expected, but not confirmed, that this time, if it is Toronto and Vegas, the East will be in the East and the West will be in the West. But, we'll see how that all plays out. Also next week at some point in time, it's expected the players will vote on both the return-to-play protocol for training camp and the resumption of the season and a CBA. And it won't be a full CBA. It will be a memorandum of understanding. They won't be able to do the whole thing. Now, I think it was initially hoped that...
See, and now they're forcing you to pay even more attention to these return-to-play things.
Yep.
Because draft is contingent on this.
Oh, it's
The sooner the playing games happen, the sooner the lottery happens, the sooner you know where LAF is going. It's brilliant. It's brilliant marketing.
yeah.
There have been some rumblings that they could be
Hold on.
back a couple of days, maybe July 13th, but there's no confirmation of that, and as it stands right now...
So if there was ever a time for conspiracy embezzlement, it is now. It is 100% now. The NHL is desperate, right? Bettman is desperate. We want people glued. We want not only the good teams, but the bad teams who don't deserve to be there glued to the TV. This is crazy. They want another fucking draft lottery.
Half of my understanding is going to be 81.5 next year, 81.5 the year after, and the possibility of 82.5 in the third year. We'll see how this goes.
The deferrals, the idea that players can defer?
Yes, that deferment is one time, 10% next year, and they will get that money back. And the benefit to the players is that they'll get that money back at a time when the escrow, in theory, won't be as high.
I was really saying to you earlier today, I was shocked that there potentially could be a 5-year CBA out of this, because it seems to me, you want to play, wink, wink, sign on the dotted line, and you're in. And I couldn't imagine Don Fear and the executive agreeing to go long-term in this period of uncertainty. So that's refreshing, I think hopeful, because I was kind of worried the players might say, can't do it. We just can't agree to this right now, and we need labor strike, but we need another coronavirus. So that's a very encouraging thing. Okay, Sam, anything on that, if you will, but back to the idea of your picks, where you had them sort of pegged, and maybe some of the things you're thinking about now with respect to teams that could win, such as Pittsburgh and so forth.
It's amazing.
Get me going. You fucking kidding me?
Opportunity that he gets to Montreal, which would I'm sure be a dream come true.
Yes.
Right so close to home in front of
This is good.
family.
This is
I
a
think
good
you're
thing.
ecstatic. I
is a
don't
good
know what
thing.
you have to complain about. Your New Jersey and your Anaheim are 6 and 7.
Yeah,
That's what you wanted.
you're right. You're
I
absolutely
think you're
right.
fine. If
You're
I'm you, other than having to wait 2 months, I don't know how patient a
But
guy you are, but
But I mean, it opens the door for Arizona.
oh yeah. for
If
sure.
Bettman's embezzling
Yes.
this, he
Then that's
wants him
it.
in Arizona.
Yeah.
So all Arizona has to do is lose, and fuck knows they will, right? This is his perfect opportunity, isn't it? But I mean, people are already suspicious. If it's Arizona, they're more suspicious. So
I don't know.
I don't
You
know.
could have made that argument when Matthews went, right? Matthews could have went to Arizona, and then you could have argued embezzlement.
But they did. They
But he
came
went to
last.
he went to the team that needed him the least, the Leafs.
at least.
They're going to get marketability every
Yeah.
day, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe in the ultimate team he goes to. Hold on.
Hold on.
Jeff Sanderson, Jake Sanderson. So there's a real opportunity to increase that base at two of the most coveted positions. I think Pierre Dorian's got to be ecstatic. Of course, he would have wanted the number one.
Yeah, I just think if there's any conspiracy, it's just the fact that they're drawing this out. I don't think it's team related and market related. I
Right.
just think it's drawing this story
Sure,
out,
sure.
keeping interest.
I apologize for not knowing. Do scenario by which Toronto and Carolina, at some point in the playdowns, could actually determine the fate of the New York Rangers, and they could end up with, double check with.
It's crazy because you're gonna
Hold on.
see.
And get the first pick overall. Hurricanes own too. Yeah, and they have the option to. The Toronto Maple Leafs can somehow bump the Hurricanes and facilitate New York actually getting the number 1 pick overall. Is what I've understood from reading, but I don't have that. Elliot, have you heard that?
Let me just, I have to check the conditions on all the trades.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. That's another good.
It's not, what Berkey is saying is that he took you to mean that if the Rangers could win the Stanley Cup and win it with their own pick, they can't do that. That's what they're saying. I have to check the conditions on all the deals.
Okie doke. Further to this, where are we with? Do you think it's going to be Los Angeles, Anaheim, and Vegas now, or do you think that Canada's Edmonton and Toronto, Elliot? Do you think the governments, obviously Dr. Bonnie Henry is very popular in her decision to be concerned about the comings and goings of not so much the players in the bubble, but the people working around the situation and the idea of infection being spread either coming in from the outside or out. And you were mentioning Dr. Bruce Farber and what the NHL is going to be.
What were we talking about?
With our 2 Canadian possibilities.
I'm lost.
I don't know.
You can't knock anybody right now for what they're saying. Like, I don't know how anybody can be critical of
Yeah, I'm lost.
decisions that
Yeah.
they're
I'm just, yeah.
Oh yes. For the first time in my life, I'm going to be cheering against most of my favorite teams in this playoffs.
Does that hurt you?
No,
Okay.
it will hurt me when they lose the lottery. Then it will crush me to the ground, 6 feet deep, like I would have been if LA won.
At least you will you'll get to foresee the moment 2 months from now when you're sitting in the same basement draped with a Montreal Canadiens jersey on,
Yeah,
like what I'm
okay.
doing right now. You'll have your
Right.
Montreal gear.
Right. But if ever I were to buy an Arizona Coyotes jersey,
Ooh.
it's now, because I want them to crush whoever the fuck their opponent is, who I forget.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's funny. Yeah, it's gonna make
hilarious.
some funny rooting situations.
Now Montreal Pittsburgh, I'm dead neutral. Dead neutral.
Really?
100%.
No, you want him way more going to Montreal.
Oh, sure I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. For Pittsburgh
it would be fun.
for 5 years you'd get absolute candy land.
Watching would be. You'd watch every Pittsburgh game. It would be
Yeah.
incredible.
It'd be candy
Yeah.
land. It'd be amazing.
And Crosby's been looking for that winger to play with him for so long, right? That perfect winger.
It'd be so
Ever
ridiculous.
since like Pascal Dupuis retired,
Yeah.
Chris Kunitz.
It'd be so
Yeah.
ridiculous. Toronto. Fix
So
the team for
ridiculous.
me. Fix the team emotionally.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? I agree. He would inject so much character.
Oh my god.
We should, next, like I think I can already say, next episode, of course, we're staying to this bi-weekly structure. Not only will we go through our mock 2 to 7, because we can do that now,
Yeah.
but I think a fun topic will be now we run through the 16 and say who needs in the most, who needs in
Right.
the least, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much there's so much work to be done now, right? Mock mapping those 2 to 7, talking about these 16 teams. I didn't even think about those 16 teams getting him before tonight, but
No.
now I have
no,
to.
not even close.
Now I have to.
I didn't even tender this idea that number 1 overall would go to this. I thought for sure 3 or 2 or something insignificant. I knew they'd have some sort of play in this, but 1, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ruff has a really legitimate shot at that job. Now, they've also been trying to decide what
Look at Cosentino trying to piece this all together.
He's
just
puzzled. He's been
perplexed.
puzzled this whole conversation.
I don't know what, like, someone's got to have something to say about Lafreniere not joining this broadcast. Like, what is that about?
We need more than just
I
he
want to
rejected.
know what's going on.
More than just he rejected to come on.
Because I don't know. I don't think that's the story.
Interesting. Technical difficulties?
On the boring side, yes. But this seems different. This doesn't seem right. You know? Like, he's already sitting there with his Bauer gear and his
Yeah,
Nike
why did
fucking...
he Like, yeah.
Like, is he that upset?
Yeah.
Is it because he really wanted to go to who?
Yeah.
Ottawa? Really?
No.
Like, no, he's not that
No,
upset. What's
he's
going on?
excited.
Here?
He's going to either a good team or
Yeah.
Montreal. He's
Yeah.
ecstatic.
Yeah.
He didn't need to know today who he's going to.
No.
Sam, the CHL. This has been an explosive week, the Dan Carcillo volcano. Obviously, I would love your comment on what you're hearing from the Canadian Hockey League, and not necessarily on the lawsuit.
I don't know if there's anything else for us in this broadcast.
Yeah, I don't need to hear Byfield, so I think reaching the hour and a half point, it's a good point to stop. So,
Okay.
yeah, I said it best. I mean, we're gonna try to keep to our bi-weekly structure here. We seem to have, if everything stays a status quo and the season is happening, 2 weeks from now we can break down our mocks for the top 7 picks. We can talk more about
Matchups.
what we can sleep on this info some more and talk about the matchups, who needs them most, who needs them least, how this changes that matchup scenario. And then, of course, 2 weeks after that, we can actually get into our, like you just said, predicting who's going to beat who and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we got plenty to talk about in the next month. And then hopefully in 1 month time, August 1st, we get to watch some games. So
Correct.
that's what we got so far, folks. We're sorry we couldn't give you
Thank you.
the live react you wanted today, the craziness, but we're gonna have to put it on hold. We're gonna have another one of these nights
Yeah.
2 months from now.
Good. Well, we
And-
got some content out of it.
Yeah, we did, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, until next time, we'll keep waiting with you and stay strong and yeah, all the best.
Thank you.
So